Welcome back to day 3 in the rusted junk garage of the Kingpin installation on the junker truck. Let me show you where we're at. Well, this morning we installed the spindle back on with all the new parts. This one took the new bushing on the bottom, and it took the 20,000 shim in that one. And then on the top, it took a 5,000 shim. The 20,000 shim is designed to fit inside this bottom bearing. It's smaller diameter and it fits in there. The other 5,000 shims, they're designed for the top. So that's in, nice and solid like that. New grease zerks, all greased up. Grease came out everywhere, so we're pretty pleased with that. Gonna pop the caps on there now, top and bottom, and start assembling the brakes. And then we've got to get into the brake hoses. There's an issue. The brake hoses, they screw into the master cylinder fine, and I think that's 7/16 20 thread, but the thread on the new brake hose, it won't screw into the 3/8 fitting there. It's also a 7/16 fitting, so I gotta figure that out. So anyway, there we are. We'll bring you back when we get a little more progress. Okay, getting the driver's side assembled. We have got the spindle back on, all the new bushings, grease caps top and bottom, new grease zerks, bolts put back in holding the brake plate and the steering bracket, idler back in. Looks like we're ready to grease up the bearings and slip that drum back on. Haven't put the cotter key in this idler down here yet. I'll wait till I get it on the ground and I'll check the torque on that again, but coming along pretty nicely. Had to chase the threads on a couple of these bolts here because I just like this when they go on real nice and get a good torque on them. So moving right along. Then we're going to move on to the tie rod, put the new tie rod in, get that in, and see about trying to get this thing kind of aligned. And if it gets dry enough here in the near future, we'll take it for a test drive. So there you go, Rusted Junk Garage, working on these darn Kingpins. Bearings repacked, adjusted, cotter key in, haven't put the cap on yet. Everything looking pretty good here. We're gonna go on over there and work on that tie rod. Get those new tie rod ends off the old bent rod. Well, the one used to be bent, I straightened it. And put them on the new tie rod and see if we can get this on today before we wrap it up. Well, day 3 of the Rusted Junk Garage Kingpin job is in the books, and the truck is back on the ground. Let me show you what's going on here. Everything is done on the truck except the 3 brake hoses. They're incorrect. I need a 3/8 connection for the hard line instead of a 7/16, so I got to source some of those. Got to put the caps on the bearings, and I still have the nuts and bolts that lock down the tie rod ends out. I still have to maybe fiddle a little bit with the alignment. I got it kind of set-ish at an 1/8 inch toe in. We'll see. I want to take it out and run it around the neighborhood a little bit and then bring it back and run it up on the lift and do the a nut and bolt on it, just kind of check, you know, the tie rod ends and the idler and the links and all the bolts and stuff that that I had loose, and just make sure they're tight and everything settles in. And hopefully this takes care of the crummy steering. Everything has been replaced except the steering box. So if this doesn't do it, I'm gonna have issues in the steering box, and we'll address that. And I don't know, at that time, do I just go with maybe a more modern front end? I don't know, we'll see. But I just kind of want to get the thing so I can take it out, run it around, enjoy it, and, you know, and it goes down the road, not like a corkscrew. So we've been battling that since day one, and when I bought the beater, I knew that was an issue. So we're kind of going through it. Hopefully this takes care of it. There was quite a bit of slop in the kingpins. Have no idea how many actual miles are on the truck. So I think the odometer reads about 58,000, but when I bought it, the speedometer wasn't working. So no way to know. So anyway, if I had to rate this kingpin job on a difficulty scale of 1 to 5, I'd give it a 3.5. It was a little bit of a workout. Gosh, I wouldn't even want to attempt this without a lift. If you had to do this in your driveway, the ups and downs and stuff like that, well, especially for a guy in my age bracket, I'm a tick away from 70, so the lift was just a godsend. Being able to change the elevation of the truck depending on what you're working on or how you want it to work on it, it was just awesome. And having the heater on the wall back there, that was nice too. So comfortable in here, had it about 63 in here all day. So anyway, we're done with this project. We'll see what comes up next. Like I said, I got to source the brake lines for this thing, the hoses, and then bleed the brakes. And hopefully we'll get a dry day here, and I'll be able to run around the neighborhood and then do the nut and bolt. And at that point, I'll update you again. So anyway, as always, thanks for watching the Rusted Junk Garage Kingpin project. It's been a fun one, but I'm kind of glad it's behind me. We'll catch you on the next one.